So.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Usagisquared Draws, where we are probably about to ink this. We're just sort of figuring out where our boundaries are, because we don't want to do all this work on stuff that's not going to show up in the icon. Which is what I was saying. I don't really like to do all the inking and then do the cropping. I prefer to have my nice clean sketch, which shows pretty much what you're gonna get. It's just a little messy.
Yeah. Dark. I went to show how hard it'll be.
We're gonna get the bucket. This will be on a different layer, though.
Okay, but in there, I'm just like down.
And we'll just do this.
That's what you have to do, honey.
There we go. So that'll be where we ink, and then some other day, if I feel like I want it in full, I want it in full. But otherwise, this looks like it'll be pretty much our best shot for the icon view. So, do this, and now we can ink. Inking in general takes me the longest out of anything. Whoops, hang on. We want no opacity now. Inking in general takes me the longest, because I tend to be really particular about the inks. If it's not right, it's not right, guys.
Oh yeah, you can do whatever you want just by allocating.
So, whoop, whoop. Tricky thing is my undo key is way the shit over here, because it's on the laptop. And naturally I have... Oh my goodness. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. We're gonna move my keyboard over here and move the laptop closer to me, because otherwise this is gonna become a pain for everyone. So.
Intelligence still.
Fixed. Perfect. Now I can access my undo key. And I also can't see my chat. Okay. We are not gonna do that. Well, that's a shame. That is a shame. I'll just have to deal with my undo key being over there. Wow! I'm so hurt. I'm so hurt. Icon size is being eyeballed. And that's largely because I'm probably gonna do some more fine-tuned cropping anyway. It's just the rough range of where it's gonna be done. Oh, hey, that works. We'll just clean up that line a little.
Yeah, endurance will...
Line thickness. Let me get some eyelashes here. Yeah, icon size is definitely a big eyeballer here. And that's partially because it's going to be on... Oh, hello! That's partially because it's going to be on other websites, not just my YouTube icon, not just my Twitch icon. I tend to use this icon in a lot of places, so... And they all have very different requirements for that. Size requirements. Size restrictions, I should say. There we go. I'm not sure if I should feel flattered or slightly hurt that everyone's come in for my art stream and not my game stream. I should probably feel flattered, though. So. There we go. That's one eye. And now the other one. Oh. That's true. The timing does seem to be rather good for Sundays. Well, welcome to the stream then, Frame Loss. Now, welcome to the stream. Normally, I do game streams. They're on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Ooh, nice. Nice. I bet that was fun. I can't really get to any conventions up here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Generally I prefer to play horror games, although lately that's been going a little weird depending. Right now we're actually doing the Call of Cthulhu, which is a fairly old, it's a rather older game, and has its own share of problems, to say the least. We flew through the roof last night, because, I wasn't here on Thursday, so we did the stream on Saturday instead, and normally this would actually be streaming on a Saturday as well. So now I'm starting to wonder, should I go on Sundays instead? Because aside from this stream, this is only a monthly thing. I only do this monthly. But I might be doing other things on Sunday, on the stream days for that as well. So if I move this to Sunday, that would be where that goes. And I'm not really sure what I'd move there yet. Mostly because I don't really have anything to move there yet. Oh, I see. So basically you're here entirely by coincidence, Ten. Whoop! Whoop, whoop, whoop. Did a bit of weird tablet stuff there. So that's a nice coincidence then. I have to be careful because this tablet is actually a touch tablet. You can, use your fingers on it. Not very well, but you can use your fingers on it. And unfortunately, that also means that if I push my hand down a little too much— wow, that line was everywhere. If I push my hand down a little too much, I'll start moving around and possibly actually screw up my tablet settings, because I have it set to, it's basically flipped right now. What it is the buttons are on the right side, because I am left-handed. So that works out better for me. I'm just gonna erase this line because I don't think it's in the right place anyway. Give away! Yeah, that thing. When the tablet does the thing, is what I call it. It's a relatively common problem. Generally happens if you don't have your drivers updated, etc., etc. So make sure you update your drivers, kids. Otherwise, your tablet will hate you and nothing will go right. So, let's... this... I think that iris, that pupil is a little off. Just a wee bit off. Yes. Now it's really off. Let's see. And I think that's as good as it's getting for now. Or wait, no, maybe. I don't really like to do this when I'm inking, but in this case it might actually be what we need here. Part of the reason I don't like to do this, though, is because, of course, it doesn't make things quite as crisp. Since I'm actually going to be drawing around it again, though, it's not so bad. People are watching are probably starting to see, oh, that's why she says it takes her the longest to ink. Yep.
Name is Dark Meat. Dark Meat.
Fix that right there. There we go. And we're not gonna put a line there because that'd be weird, since that's not really how the tongue works on the bottom. But oh well. We're gonna leave certain parts of the face for later, things like the glasses especially. I will, however, put eyebrows here.
Actually, a minute.
Yeah, but certain things, they, it's because of how fast I get everything else done. Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, if it's giving your internet a hassle, it's probably better to just duck out, fortunately. Alright, I will see you. Go.
Really?
Nope. Wrong line. There we go, better line. Much better line there. Not so good to line there. Dang it, tablet. I trusted in you. I trusted in you. Wait a second. I don't think I should have a line there anyway. And that's good enough for me. Yep. Oh, thank you! Hopefully this hasn't given you unfortunate expectations about the game portions of my streaming. I'm not quite so chill when I'm playing. Mostly because I'm being attacked by things and... yeah. But hopefully, you enjoy that part, or if not, you get a monthly art thing, at least. Because I believe that when you follow a channel, it does at least tell you what I'm streaming, so... Wow! Wow, wow! Wow, even in my art streams, I am not safe from these accusations of weeniness. Terrible. They're not being assholes so much. That's a bit of a leap. Oh my goodness. My husband just called you an asshole, Drag. Very sorry about this. You did!
I inferred it.
You inferred it. That's another thing. Oh, my husband likes Rocket League. Not one of my types of games. I'm more for, story mode or action horror games. But he really likes that game, and we gave it a shot. And I lost a lot, because I'm really bad at that kind of stuff. Did you just say what did you even say Canadians about this time?
Canadian.
I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. Like, you Canadians, well, what have I done this time? Everything. I don't think it's everything. Okay. Whoop. So now... time to draw a shirt. A shirt that I'm very much looking forward to showing off at some point, actually. Very nice shirt. Got it while I was on a trip to the States, even though it's really not an American shirt at all. But it's a shirt I love. That's all that matters here. As I make these lines that don't quite work out properly. Alright, here's the fun part. I have my controller right beside me for reference now. wow, I'm an artist. This is what I do. I do this. You saw how many times I've referenced my own hands, although I guess hands are understandable, they're hands. We don't talk about how hard it is to draw hands. We just sort of cry about it. So... I like that, okay. Hands! Yeah.
We're at the top of the stage.
So... buttons... and that'll be good enough. We're not looking for, like, hyper-realism here. It's just gotta be recognizably a controller. And I would prefer to have all of my fingers in this. There we go. So, boop. Are we gonna get Pokken Tournament? We've considered it. We have considered it. I'm not quite sure how much my husband's considered it as much as I have, though. So it might be something that happens more in the store when the next time we head out. We will see. We will see. Part of my hesitation is that I'd probably just end up in the customization menu all the time. Because that tends to be something I get really hooked by in any game ever. Like, I guarantee you, I'm gonna start playing Dark Souls, and I'm going to spend an hour customizing my character. I must make them perfect. And everyone will be like, Soggy, you were gonna kill some zombies, though. When are we gonna kill zombies? And I'll be sitting there going, no, I must make sure my face has equal proportions. Everything must be beautiful. That is going to be a thing, by the way, guys, so mark that on your non-existent calendars. I can't really say mark it on your calendars because I don't actually know when we're gonna get through the Call of Cthulhu. Ha 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 ha! But we're gonna jump from really kind of old to really more new. It'll be more of a special. Because Dark Souls reportedly takes forever, but people have been telling me, you should play this game, Usagi, you should play this game, and now Dark Souls 3 is out, so I'm like, well, I'm gonna do it then. My husband's actually playing it beside me right now, I'm pretty sure. He actually tried to show me how terrible it would be getting through even just the first area, except we went with the class that I'm intending to grab when I go after it, and everything was smoked. I smoked everything.
Shouldn't get it.
Nice. We'll see if I break this record. But yeah, so we basically went through on a test run just for the tutorial-ish area, and it didn't quite work out in terms of showing me how terribly hard everything would be, because apparently the class that I want to go with would actually do really well in that area. So we'll have to see, but it's going to be a special of sorts, probably last about a month, since, in general, the game streams that we do with how they're run, they go for, a couple of months. But after that, it'll actually be getting its own day potentially. Basically, if I somehow magically manage to do a heck of a lot each time, it'll probably continue, but I doubt this because, again, Dark Souls takes forever. Because there's a lot of stuff! But, otherwise it gets its own day, and it'll probably be the days that are not art streams. So that'll be 3 days a month. Maybe increasing to more if, the stream has enough support, that kind of stuff. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! These accusations keep coming in. You know, you just watch. I'll actually be really good at this game. Just you watch. So. Whoop. Yep, that's a little too far. Whoop. Eh, that'll work. Okay, here we go. It's one arm. Get the other one. If we can get the entire upper body before the next stream break, that'll be really nice. I need the underlying layer really quick. Oh, right! I moved that! Ah! Ha ha ha! Oh. There we go. There we go. Okay. Keep reaching over to push the spacebar because that's sort of, it's sort of a hotkey for grabbing the hand tool. Like, you can just click the hand tool and it'll be even easier right now, Usagi, because your keyboard's way over there. Boop. I keep turning at the worst moment here. Stop that. Stop that. No! Ah! There. Whoopsies. Oh, that happened. And there we go. That's a bit bigger. Better. Okay. So we don't actually have to do much of the legs here. You can just sort of jeans and that's it. You don't even get to see my foot. No feet for anyone. Might make that curve a little more proper for this. There we go. And that's that, which leaves us with a fair bump to the head. So we'll do the ears then. That wasn't quite how I wanted my ears, pen. I say as if it's the pen's fault and not mine. Like, no, it's totally the pen. It's a demon pen. It's moving on its own. Like, or you could admit that you screwed up. Never. That would be... I don't know what it would be. I had a word. Oh! No, I don't mind at all. Go for it. Yeah, no, if it means more people get interested, then I'd actually appreciate that, if anything. It's a rather small channel, after all. So... Whoopsies. Whoops, more. I did not realize you could do that. That's actually rather neat.
All your getting back to the permanent.
There we go. I should warn you, though, in case this affects anything, but in about 5 minutes we cut for the next part. Well, we can both work on it then. I should probably follow your channel, too, and check you out. Whoops. And... nope, not quite. Whoops, not quite. There we go. But yeah, in about 5 minutes it's break again, and that's because these videos, well, Twitch tends to eat them if they go too long, last I checked. I don't know if that's been fixed yet, but at the same time it does make it relatively easy when it comes to the YouTube export, because then it's in nice, neat half-hour blocks, right? So I can just sort of go, whoop, export. Ooh, that's definitely not gonna do it. Okay, and... oh, it sounds good if it works for you, the drag. Time management is key. Okay, so that works out. Nope, that doesn't work out. There we go. I do that entire speech about using the hand tool with the mouse, and that happens. I go and lean over to hit spacebar anyway. Gosh, Usagi. Think of the viewers. Don't think it. You are not a very kind sir. Terrible. Okay. That worked out quite well, that. Went right clean across there. Very nice. Okay, so...
okay.
You definitely want to stick with this curve. Yeah. Oh, I ruined myself, you guys. I had a perfect line and then I erased it. Ah, shit. Oh no. Whoop. Almost dropped my paddle pen. That's not a good thing to drop, ever. Okay, here we go. Much better. Much better. Not quite so much better. Definitely not better at all. There we go. Make these lines whoop, a little more effective. There we go. A little better there. So we've actually got quite a lot done in just this block. That's rather nice. I do like when I make progress in a stream. What do you mean, no I don't? Progress is very important, dear. It's very important. Without progress, we stagnate. Oops. There we go, that's a little better. Get that little notch right there. Art can sort of be a game of it. That's sort of good enough. No, it's not. It needs to be more good enough. It's never even, like, perfect ever. It's just sort of, yep, that'll do it. Go, go, go! Anyways, we'll just get this last line in because it is 7 o'clock. And that means it is time to cut and pause for the next part of tonight's stream. So, if you guys could just sit tight, whoops. Make sure to refresh if it doesn't load right away. We will be right back.